Welcome to WWN Worldwide News.
Telegram CEO Pavel Durov has responded to his recent arrest in France, calling the allegations against him misguided. Durov was detained on 25 August 2024 over accusations of insufficient moderation on the messaging platform, including issues related to illicit transactions and the spread of child abuse material. In his first public statement since the arrest, Durov emphasized that holding him personally responsible for crimes committed by third parties on Telegram is a surprising and misguided approach. He acknowledged the platform's rapid growth to 950 million users, which has made it easier for criminals to abuse the service. Durov pledged to significantly improve the moderation of criminal activity on Telegram. News from China. Typhoon Yagi is currently making headlines as it approaches southern China. The super typhoon, with wind speeds exceeding 240 km per hour, is expected to make landfall in Henan province later today. Authorities have evacuated over 400,000 people in Henan and are preparing for potentially catastrophic damage. Yagi has already caused significant damage and fatalities in the Philippines, where it left at least 16 people dead and 17 missing due to landslides and flooding. News from Kenya. A tragic fire broke out in a school dormitory at Hillside Endarasha Primary in Nyeri County, central Kenya, killing 17 students and seriously burning 13 others. The fire started around midnight while the students were asleep. Authorities are investigating the cause of the fire, with initial reports suggesting it might have been accidental. President William Ruto called the incident devastating and promised action against those responsible. School fires are unfortunately common in Kenyan boarding schools, often due to protests over living conditions or workload. News from Bangladesh. A tragic incident occurred in Khulna, Bangladesh, where a 15-year-old Hindu boy named Utsav Mandol was brutally beaten and hacked to death by a mob inside a police station. The mob accused him of making objectionable comments about Prophet Muhammad on social media. Despite being in police custody, the mob stormed the station and attacked him. This incident has raised serious concerns about the safety of minorities in Bangladesh and the role of law enforcement in protecting them. Human rights organizations have condemned the act and called for justice. News from Delhi. Delhi is witnessing a substantial amount of rain this monsoon. Heavy showers lashed several parts of the national capital, leading to severe waterlogging and widespread traffic jams. The rainwater inundated low-lying areas, making it difficult for people to walk or move their vehicles. Several areas including Baprola and Najafgarh Road witnessed waterlogging. News from Mumbai. A major fire broke out this morning at the Times Tower building in the Kamla Mills compound, Lower Parel, Mumbai. The fire, which started around 6:30 a.m., has been classified as a level 2 fire, which has resulted in thick smoke billowing from the structure. Fortunately, there have been no reports of casualties so far. Preliminary reports suggest that the fire may have been caused by an electrical short circuit. However, the exact cause is still under investigation. Political update. Indian cricketer Ravindra Jadeja has officially joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP. His wife, Rivaba Jadeja, who is also a BJP member and an MLA from Jamnagar, Gujarat, shared the news on social media. She posted photos of the couple holding their BJP membership cards, highlighting their participation in the party's ongoing membership drive. Wrestler Vinesh Fogart is set to join the Indian National Congress ahead of the Haryana Assembly elections. This move comes shortly after her meeting with Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on 4 September. Alongside her, Fellow wrestler Bajrang Punia will also be joining the party. Both athletes were prominent figures in the protest against former BJP MP and Wrestling Federation of India Chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh over sexual harassment allegations. Their entry into politics is expected to boost Congress appeal, especially among the Jat community in Haryana. News from Mumbai. As Ganesh Chaturthi approaches, Mumbai's Lal Bagcha Raja has unveiled its 2024 avatar, capturing widespread attention with its majestic 20 kilograms gold crown, valued at 15 crore rupees. This generous gift, presented by Anant Ambani and the Reliance Foundation, has added a remarkable touch to the iconic festival celebrations. Anant Ambani's long-standing support for the Lal Bagcha Raja committee spans 15 years, and this generous gesture further solidifies his commitment. Cristiano Ronaldo has made history by becoming the first male player to score 900 goals in official matches. He achieved this milestone during Portugal's UEFA Nations League match against Croatia on 5 September 2024, with a volley from 6 yards off a cross from Nuno Mendes. This achievement adds to his illustrious career, filled with numerous titles and records. Real Madrid's official X, formerly Twitter, account congratulated Ronaldo, praising his dedication and the unforgettable moments he created at the club. Chennai Super Kings Cricket Limited has reported a remarkable 340% increase in net profit, reaching 229 crore rupees for the financial year 2023-24. This significant growth is attributed to a 131% rise in overall revenue, which climbed to 676.40 crore rupees from 292.34 crore rupees in the previous fiscal year. The surge in revenue is largely due to increased ticket sales and the Board of Control for Cricket in India's BCCI central rights. CSK remains one of the most successful franchises in IPL history, and this financial success further solidifies their strong position. Thalapathy Vijay's latest film, GOAT, the greatest of all time, had a strong opening day at the box office. The film earned approximately 43 crore rupees in India on its first day. This makes it the biggest Tamil opener of the year, although it fell short of Vijay's previous film, Leo, which earned 63 crore rupees on its opening day. The film saw impressive occupancy rates, especially in Chennai, where it recorded a 99% occupancy. Despite the strong start, GOAT is trailing behind Prabhas Kalki 2898 AD, which grossed 114 crore rupees on its first day in India. Shilpa Shinde, winner of Bigg Boss 11, has recently opened up about a distressing experience from the early days of her career. In a series of interviews, she revealed that she was sexually assaulted by a Bollywood filmmaker during an audition in the late 1990s. Shilpa shared that she was asked to seduce the filmmaker as part of the audition, and when she realized the situation was escalating, she pushed him away and ran out. Shilpa emphasized that she was very naive at the time and believed this was a normal part of the audition process. She also mentioned that similar incidents have happened to many others in the industry.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching.